Hello and welcome to the second session of the Mental Clinic podcast. I'm your host, Cursed by Ghosts, also known as Logan. Joining me today is, once again, Essential Vibes, also known as Zach,
Hello.
and Kachowski, also known as Mike.
Way late, but yeah. What's up, everybody?
Okay. Okay, so our first topic today is I wanted to talk about the lottery. And yeah, the thing's been. Oh well, yeah, you couldn't see that until now. But yeah, so this past week was it this week?
Uh, yeah. What?
The me and you went out and got the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I bought my first actual. Well, I didn't buy it. Mike bought it, but my first actual lottery ticket. For the North Carolina Mega Millions, which is currently valued at
1.1 million or billion. Sorry.
million. God, billion?
Jeez.
Yes, sir. 1.1 billion.
Jeez. At the time, it was 804 mil, but you know,
Yeah, nobody's won it.
yeah. Obviously, I didn't either.
Unfortunately, I'm still here.
But yeah, Mike, you've purchased a bunch of tickets. Do you have like any cool?
Yeah, actually, I a little while ago, I had bought. I think it was like April. I basically, I guess I should probably not say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Right now, I work at a gas station, so I was paying attention to like what tickets had won or not won in a single day, and like at the end of the day, I clocked out and like went. I was like, let me get that one, that one, that one, and I think I ended up spending like oh gosh, maybe like 100 and walked out with like 400 because of that.
Oh my god.
And then I went back in and bought like 10 of the $2 tickets, um, which was like $20, and I won 100 on that too. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, all that. You still haven't paid me back for the Switch.
That was in April.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
God, just said it was in April.
I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding. That's crazy though.
Yeah, that's there was actually, while we're on the subject of lotto, when I first started up here, we used to have a regular that came in. I haven't seen him. I don't know if he just like changed professions or whatever, but he used to come in like every night on closing shift, and he would come in at like 10:15 or something like that, and he would play the Carolina Pick 4. And one night, I think I told you guys this story already, but I'm gonna just tell it anyway. The one night he comes in, and then I guess he wrote his slip wrong, and I ran it, and then he was like $2 or $3 short or something like that. Like he didn't have enough money for this one ticket, and I was like, I got you, I'll pay for it. I paid for the ticket, and he won like 15 grand on it.
Wow.
Mm,
Yeah, he kept trying to like, yeah, well, he kept trying to come in and find me. I think he gave me $50 out of it,
50.
which
Wow.
yeah, well, which isn't like the best, but I mean, $50 is also $50.
I mean,
So.
1 grand would have been cool. You would
I mean,
have
that would have
14
been pretty
more.
cool, yeah, because I would have had money for my saving up for my car at that point. But,
Yeah, I mean,
that's
you would have
beside
had
the point.
14 left, so.
Nope. It's okay though. You live and you let learn.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of us. Well, not. I guess you guys didn't buy any tickets, but hopefully
Occasionally I do.
maybe some good luck will come my way, and I'll be blessed with 602 million.
Mm.
Dude,
you couldn't. Okay, dude, you could not spend that in a lifetime. There is
No, of
no
course not.
possible way.
Well, actually, yes, you
ever.
could.
No, dude. Like, okay, if you're money managing smart,
well.
there's no way.
I sort of say yes, you very well could very
Yeah,
easily.
I was about to say, I could think of a few
Okay,
ways.
but like what? Okay, but what would you blow it on? Like what? Okay.
Gold-plated toenails, obviously.
Oh my lord.
Bruh.
I mean, like, okay, if it was me, and let's just say hypothetically, if I won the lottery,
Yeah.
what I would do first, my first, like, because obviously you're gonna make like a purchase like right off the rip, like you're not just gonna like, oh well, I gotta put all this in savings now. No,
Finally, I
freak
can afford
that.
14K V-Bucks.
Bro, no. For me, I would go out and buy like 2 of the best cameras on the market right now
Oh
to
yeah.
this date. Like, however expensive, I don't care. I'm just gonna
Well, I
buy
mean, you
it.
don't have to with that money.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like I would buy. For me, it would be like a 5DX. I think it's 5DX Mark IV. Is the new one? That is a $4,000 No,
Oh my
$6,000 camera.
god.
I'm sorry, and that's just for photos,
That's for the funny.
dude.
So yeah, I guess
We
that.
would be.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to the next question with when it comes to lottery. What would you do with the current money pool? So let's start with you, Zach. What would you do?
If I won the lottery,
Yeah.
um,
So remember, you got like,
probably buy a new iPhone, new
dang,
AirPods, and AirPod Maxes, and probably a PC, honestly, too.
Just like bless yourself, basically. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, buy some monitors, some, you know, all the stuff I need or want, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
What about you, Logan?
I would. So with current's one bill,
Oh,
right?
I would also probably buy a car, even though I can't drive it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the current is one bill, and after taxes, it's like what 500 mil,
602 mil.
602 mil. Okay, so that gives me 602 mil to work with. So step one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I purchase a house that I know I would be happy pretty much the rest of my life in, and then I would
Yeah,
also
then you
buy the
could just
land that
pay
it's
it
on.
off.
So
Mm-hmm.
that, or I would buy a plot of land and build the house on it. That's probably actually what I should do.
Yeah.
Then two,
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have the money to throw it around, so.
At that point, yeah.
yeah. Two, I would probably pay for my mom and stepdad to have their dream farm. Um, and for them to have like all their dream animals. Like I'm sure I would love to buy my mom a horse.
Mm.
Um, and then I would then buy a new place for my dad. And a new car. And then that still what barely scratches the surface of my
Yeah, you're like
600.
at that, dude. At that point, you're depending on what you like, how you, because obviously, like in that
Let's just
sense,
say
like
that's like what
okay,
2 mil, all in all.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, let's
Yeah.
just say
Okay.
like 2 mil, because I'm sure like when you buy their house, it's gonna be like you're gonna
Yeah.
buy their furniture too,
Yeah.
and then
All in
like
all, 2 mil.
you
So
know,
that's
yeah,
the first thing. Second thing is
$600 million NFT.
no. God no.
Oh my god.
No. I would take the 400 mil that's left, cut it in half. So that I would take what's that?
I mean, six,
How much is half of 400 mil? What 2 mil
200.
or 200 mil? Yeah. So take
Yeah.
200 mil
100 mil.
and just shove it in the bank.
Bro,
And
what bank?
Not bad.
I
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
would not, dude.
I don't know what bank, but just
Yeah,
shove
I
it in
don't
there.
know.
That way, it's in there for safekeeping, and then don't touch that money at all.
Yeah.
Figure out either like some kind of
Touch.
account to put it in where it'll grow, or something, or some kind of investment to put it in. I don't know, something. Just out of the way. Don't look at it. Don't pretend it doesn't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if
If
you know
ever you spend that, yeah.
a blue moon happens and I run out of 200 mil,
Well, it'd
or
be 300. No, it'd be 300 mil because it'd be half of 600.
well, no, oh yeah.
Another mil, 100 mil there.
And then what was this? Oh yeah, so like if I in a blue moon run out of that 300, or if I have a spawn, then I want to make sure that my family's set up for like literally the rest of my bloodline.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
And then I would oh god.
Give the rest to me.
No. You ain't getting a dime.
Dang.
No, that's not true.
Wow.
That's not true.
Dang.
It's not true.
It's
He
okay.
he just cut you out of the will, like
I
totally,
know.
like
That's
right, like
fine. It's
that.
okay.
That's
No,
crazy.
that's fine. No, I was kidding. I would totally once I like get everything set up
Mhm.
in my house, I would totally buy like literally the best internet I could.
Google
100%.
Fiber.
My house is legitimately having a 5G tower installed,
Oh my gosh! But
so I can soak up the
just
corona
like
waves.
quick side tangent. I think that costs like $30,000 to do, and that's like nothing when you have that much money.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
But
5G
yeah.
toilet seats.
Oh my god. Bluetooth
Um,
toilet seats sitting on the
What?
toilet listening to pumped up kicks.
Bruh.
then I would let's see. I would probably give enough money to my aunt so she could move back to Jamaica forever.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I don't think she liked it up there, bro.
she did.
Mm.
I would probably give some money to my grandpa. I don't know what he'd do with it, but I'd give it to him. Um, I would. And what else? I don't know. See, it's just what hell
Yeah,
would
that's what
you
I'm
do
saying.
with
Like
that?
there's no way you could ever
Yeah,
in like your personal lifetime
yeah.
ever spend that kind
Because
of
it's
money.
like I don't
Unless
spend.
you're
I,
unless you're very stupid with money.
yeah, because it's like I don't go on big trips or like anything like that. And
Oh,
Just buy
bro.
Twitter.
the most I've spent at a time is like 1,700 maybe. No, 1,200.
Yeah.
That's like the most I've spent at a time. So
Most I've spent probably like 1,000, yeah.
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 I guess I would.
Oh, I got the workers going on in the bank.
Uh-oh. I guess I would buy myself a car once I learn how to drive to use, so I could use that car. Uh,
I,
yeah, that's
Would
dude,
buy Twitter.
buy
buy
Twitter.
Twitter. That's $44 billion.
Yeah, that's not quite what you're looking at, bro. I also don't think you want to
It's-
make that purchase.
Yeah, I don't think you want to join that cesspool. Dude,
Okay, what would you do, Mike?
I would do so much. I would do like basically what you've said, like pay off families'
Hmm.
debts or whatever and buy houses and whatnot. But then I would just start to be smart with investments. Like I would like,
Yeah,
excuse me, like I would go and buy houses around and then like rent them. I wouldn't even rent them high either. I'd rent, I'd like, rent them low or whatever.
hmm,
And then I would also do Airbnb. You could make a fortune on some Airbnb, yo.
yeah,
But do that. I would buy like I I would buy like a nice car, like I would get like like okay, I'll just use this as an example, like a Dodge Charger that's like fully souped up and whatever.
yeah,
I would get that. That's only 96 grand.
yeah.
Dude. That would be such a good video too. You just you do a Mr. Beast video buying a
Mm.
car in cash. Just walk into the dealership, throw 96 grand on the table, say, "Here, I want it."
Keep the change.
Yeah, the
Keep that
change. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
I would also like I would bless random people too. Like if I'm ever at the grocery store and like there's somebody in front of me that obviously needs like you can kind of like tell that they could use like a pick me up. I would obviously bless them.
Yeah.
Like got you.
One more thing I got to
Buy the
mention.
whole store out.
One more thing I forgot to mention that I would do is I would donate like at least a mil in something to St. Jude.
Oh yeah.
Because they're the people that's been taking care of me for my 21 plus years. Um, and I would probably also donate a bunch to my local Salvation Army. Because they recently, I think they finished work on a new shelter.
Nice.
So just having like a lump sum to help deal with that would be amazing for them.
Oh yeah. No, I
And
would definitely
it's definitely
donate to like.
helping and giving back to the community. Oh, you know what else? Actually, I would also probably see if I could do like a community project, like build a how would I say this? Just something cool for the community to enjoy, you know?
Like a park or
Yeah,
something.
like buy up a bunch of these empty buildings that no one's using, and then buy and either make like a park or like a uh just like a cool
Water park or
place.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd
I would
also
also like.
I'd also pay for more street art because street art is amazing. I wish there was more of that around here.
Hmm.
Legal
I would
street art.
pay. I mean, doesn't all have to be legal.
I would prefer it to be legal. That way, it's not taken down. It's not DMCA.
Oh gosh. Yeah, DMCA, the street art. Gosh. But no, yeah, I would totally. I would just like I wouldn't live any different. Like I would live the
I
same
would.
way I live now. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Like I mean,
I mean,
Oh
there's
my
yeah,
god,
my
yeah, I would buy clothes.
my stuff would
I
be
would
the
mean,
buy
same.
so many clothes.
I mean,
I'd buy
yeah,
some
like
tech wear.
obviously you would have like a better morale behind you knowing that you have that cushion.
Yeah.
But ultimately, if you let that money get to your head, like if you go, like let's just say you go out to, I don't know, Applebee's. I don't know why you would ever go to Applebee's, but
This is kind of good.
let's say you go there and then like your order's wrong and you're like I deserve better, you know?
No, I definitely wouldn't be like that. No. Well, I don't know, but
No.
I don't think I would.
Yeah,
I can buy and sell you.
Buy and sell you. Oh my god.
Like the
same energy,
though.
Oh my god.
I
So
just
he's
don't understand
talking
how people
about-
get so snarky with
You're
money.
my real
Even with
life
like you,
NFT.
bro. Or even with like YouTubers, like people that get the content creators that get a ton of money.
What?
How did you let that get to you?
I mean, money changes people. It's just how it is. Same with power.
Oh, I don't
Wicked
know.
green.
Yeah.
That's not the Wicked Green.
All right. Next topic is a little bit of a weird one, but it's something that I would like to talk about. And that's hypnotism slash subliminal binary beats. Now, I don't know if either of you know what that is. I explained it to Zach earlier, but binaural beats is a thing that's like music and tones and like different frequencies, as well as like affirmations to help
Mhm.
subtly force changes in your brain. And it sounds like some kind of pseudoscience, but I will actually say that it does kind of work. So this also like stretches into the realm of hypnotism because they're very hand in hand. But if you go onto YouTube and look up subliminal binary beats or whatever, a lot of them will pull up like beats to help you relax or to help with anxiety or stuff to help like manifest what you want in life.
Oops, sorry.
Which, while I don't believe in like that completely, like the idea that just listening to some I hesitate to call it music, but music that will force changes in your reality is just kind of wacky. But it is on the ones that are for changing stuff about yourself. I will say they do actually have some merit. Same with hypnotism. Have you guys ever tried hypnotism?
No.
Dang.
Have
Not-
you?
not-
Yes. Not like
What?
professional hypnotism, but like
I've seen a few YouTube videos.
yeah. No. It's cuz there's like people on YouTube that basically record a hypnotism session for like specific stuff, and they record it and they post it as like a sound, and it does work to a degree. The thing with this stuff is it only works as much as you want it to. Which it sounds like I said, all of this sounds like pseudoscience, but I can attest that some of it does actually work. I guess this also would like fall into the category of lucid dreaming as well. Would fall into here, and I've tried to do that before, and whenever I've tried to force it, it never works. But dreams is like a whole nother thing I want to get into later in another session, so I won't get too far into that. But with this stuff, it's certainly weird and wacky if you've never looked into it. But looking into it, it's very interesting, I think, because the idea of certain frequencies or tones being able to activate stuff in our brains is extremely cool to me. Like audio receptiveness and how it like changes the way we think or how it can trigger stuff is very, very interesting to me. And basically the effects that we can pull off with audio, such as like spatial audio, that's so cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Which they're also starting to do in really cool ways. Like they're implementing it into games, VR, movies, all of that. And I think even on either Disney Plus or Netflix, they actually have like some new kind of sound options, as well as iHome IMAX. So that's really cool. Specifically on the subliminal binary beat stuff I've been trying is ones that help you what did I do?
Just lost all cognitive ability.
Working too well.
Working too well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't really remember any off the top of my head that I've done in specific. I will say
Isn't that just lo-fi though?
it's not. It's weird. So part of it is affirmations, which if you don't know what those are like phrases that are basically saying like so for instance, if there was one that was like, hey, this subliminal will help you lose weight, they would probably put in affirmations of like I can lose weight, I'm losing weight, like stuff like that. And what they do is they usually get a recording of it or like a text-to-speech recording of it, and they'll either speed it up or they'll put it at a frequency where you can't necessarily hear it out loud, but it still leaks into your head. And that combined with the music or the tones or whatever they're using is supposed to help subliminally like force changes in your brain. And the more you listen to it, obviously, like the more ingrained in your brain it'll be. And this whole thing to me is extremely interesting because, like I said, I have found ones that sort of work, kinda. But like I said, it only really works as much as you allow it to. Same with hypnotism. Like that thing, often you see in movies people being hypnotized against their will. Apparently, it doesn't work like that. Like you cannot be hypnotized unless someone's like extremely good, or you're willing. Like you have to be willing for it to actually work.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, I haven't really dived into any of that.
Yeah.
I just kind
I
of
tried lucid dreaming, but it didn't work.
So I can kind of just do lucid dreaming on my own. Half the time when I'm dreaming, I'll realize I'm dreaming, and I can pretty much change it from there.
You just take the tape out and blow in it.
Oh, wait. Okay, so this is a new topic. Let's put that behind, because I can't carry that for any longer.
Okay.
Have you guys heard what happened with Riot Games recently?
No.
Nope.
What happened?
So, there was a Twitter thread a while back. I probably have talked about this, but there was a Twitter thread that started a while back where somebody claimed that teabagging in video games was the same as real-world sexual assault.
Oh, God. Yeah, I do remember that.
And
What?
that is one of the most stupid, goofiest, dumb takes I have ever heard. Because for one, it's a virtual video game. It's not real. For two, comparing something like that to real-world sexual assault is wrong on so many
Gross.
levels because it takes away from the severity of actual real cases of sexual assault for from at least in my opinion. There's a lot to go into about it, but that's basically all you need to know for the long and short of this story. So two pro esport players. I don't remember what uh esport it was for, nor do I remember the player names, but they were just mentioning the thread, not even on live stream, just mentioning like how it was a goofy take, and that it's wrong to associate the two. And Riot Games not only banned them from their competitions for a couple months. I think there was a 3-month and a 6-month ban. I could be wrong on the dates, but they also doxed the players.
Oh
Not even with like,
my god.
yeah, not even with like their player names. They doxed them with their real full names, which was not public anywhere.
There's no way that's legal.
It's not.
Oh.
So I hope they sue. I hope Riot does not get away with this. I know that Critical talked about this, and that's where I learned about this. But it's and the messed up thing too is that they didn't talk about who the Twitter user was that made the thread. They didn't even mention the user's name. They called them like Person A to protect their identity. This is like quoting them in the paper that they wrote to protect Twitter Person A's identity, but they just full on dox the other two players. And then the other two players weren't even like coming after the Twitter person. They were just like saying, "Hey, this is stupid."
L Riot Games, dude.
Yeah, dude. I hate. And this isn't the only time this has happened. Earlier, an entire Apex team got banned from a tournament, and all future tournaments hosted by those people for teabagging in a video game. He teabagged his teammate as a joke that they both laughed about, and they got banned for it.
Wow.
And then when everyone pointed out, because what looks to be the case is that the announcer thought that he teabagged an enemy, which could be perceived as toxic behavior, which is a TOS violation for them. But everyone was pointing out that, like, no, that's his teammate, and 2, it's a joke, and 3, they were both laughing. Instead of being like, oh, my bad, never mind, he doubled down on it and continues to stand by his decision.
Oh my god.
It's so stupid, dude. I hate the current sphere of all of this right now. I hate it.
Yeah,
That's really dumb.
It's just awful.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do or say anything anymore. It sucks.
That's, wow.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So the last thing I want to mention is I was talking to Richfield about this earlier this morning. When you're reading something or listening to something, anything that's not visual, and someone's describing a character, right? Until they mention their race / ethnicity / whatever color, what do you like? What is your image of them? Your mental image of the character default to?
Honestly, I don't really know. I don't think it really defaults to anything.
Yeah.
I just kind of, I don't know. It's just they're a person.
Because I was thinking about it this morning, and I realized that whenever I listen to the description of a character, until they mention the previously mentioned stuff, I always default to white, and I was like, "Oh no."
God, yeah, I don't really do that.
But I was talking to Richfield about it, and I was like, is that bad that I always default to white until told otherwise? It's like, not really. It's probably a mental thing because it's like an association thing because you are white. And I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, yeah.
and it's like I don't know. It's a weird thing to ask, but it's like it's something I just noticed this morning when I was just like looking around on TikTok. I came across like a video of somebody who was saying that Captain Falcon is Captain America and Miles Morales is Spider Man. I don't know like what sparked that, but it was like a screenshot of like a tweet with that, and then the guy that had like stitched that was talking about how unfortunately Falcon and Miles Morales, whenever somebody says Spider-Man or Captain America, you usually don't default to those two in your head. You think of Steve Rogers or Peter Parker. And
Well, I
it's
mean, yeah, because Peter
yeah,
Parker was the first. Of course, people are gonna think of that.
and then he brings up the Green Lantern slash Flash thing where it's like if somebody says the Flash, you think of either Wally West, Barry Allen, or the original guy whose name I'm forgetting. And it's same with Green Lantern. Whenever you say Green Lantern, you either think of Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, or the one from the animated show that whose name I'm forgetting. I think it was John something, but and I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, because that's because those characters, even though they've been around and they were Hal Jordan for a long time, it's like they've had a long time to have these other people in the role. So
Yeah.
even when you say Green Lantern, a lot of people can think of different Green Lanterns. But when you say Peter Parker for decades, I mean literal decades. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure for like 50 plus years, he was Peter Parker, just Peter Parker. Like that was it. And then you get Miles Morales, and then you get the whole Spider Verse thing. Same with Captain America. I don't remember when Falcon actually became Captain America in the comics, but for the longest time, Captain America was just Steve Rogers, and that's why
Yeah.
it's hard to associate them with other people off rip because they're just in the world of comics. They're relatively new. Like I'm pretty sure Miles Morales was not a character until about 2011. I want to say I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure 2011. Or was that Kamala Khan? I'm pretty sure it was Miles Morales. But long story short, he was not a character until about like around 2011. So in the world of comics, he's relatively new.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I just always think of Peter Parker when I hear Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and another weird thing too, I was actually looking into it. Not many people have played the role of Falcon in the comics. Like especially in the main universe, I think there's only literally been 2 people that were the Falcon.
I don't even know anything about Falcon.
I don't know much about him either. Like for instance, I didn't know he had a telepathy connection with all birds, but apparently that's canon.
Wow.
And I will state that this is comic book version, not MCU version.
Oh, did you guys see that? They announced phases. What was it, 5 and 6?
Oh, did they? Yeah, Secret
Yeah.
Wars is coming, which I'm excited
Yeah.
about, which means
Ooh.
There's a lot coming.
symbiotes.
I think they said Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be in the Fantastic Four movie that's coming.
Probably he's associated with them.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
They did say that they want to keep Spider-Man as a street level villain hero, which I think
just
works.
Going around robbing stores,
Yeah.
the usual.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has always been more of a street level hero for me, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the
Yeah.
point of the friendly neighborhood. I'm excited. I really am excited for the next couple phases of Marvel. I've heard that not a lot of people are liking Thor: Love and Thunder. Like for a Marvel movie,
I haven't
apparently it's
seen it.
mid. Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. I'm waiting
So-
for it to come
I haven't
into
either.
Plus,
Yeah.
which I think it's coming this month actually to Disney Plus. I don't remember the exact date. I think it was around the 19th.
I've been meaning to go see that, but just schedule conflict.
Yeah, I mean, if it's coming to Disney Plus for free, then I'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go see that and the new Brad Pitt movie that's coming out on the 5th. It's
What's the
called
name?
Bullet Train.
What was it?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, it looks like a you know like comedy.
I've been seeing a bunch of stuff for Oppenheimer,
Hmm.
and I have no idea what that means.
I don't know either.
But apparently, there's it's the first one of the first movies to have a real time trailer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, so I can't really go into the explanation here. From what I understand, it seems like the closer we get to the actual movie, the more the trailer gets close in time to the actual movie or something like that. I don't know.
That's wacky.
Yeah.
We should all go see the Halloween movie again this year.
Oh, I mean, I didn't go see it last year. I went and saw instead James Bond.
Uh,
I'm just not a horror movie fan.
It wasn't even that like gory. It was just kind of stupid. Like everybody in the theater when we watched Halloween Kills
Silly.
laughed.
Was pointing and laughing
Yeah.
like orangutans.
I mean that.
In Halloween Kills, you'll probably never watch it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
go
if
ahead.
anybody hasn't seen it, spoiler. There's a scene where this girl has a deagle, and she's trying to shoot Michael, and she shoots like 6 or 7 bullets and misses all of it. And then she's like, as she's shooting, she's walking up
And
to
mind
the
you,
door.
this is after she took the gun from the guy and said, "Give me this. I know how to use it."
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
right, sorry.
she's walking up to the door, and Michael is I think at the time Michael is killing her boyfriend.
Michael, wake up.
So she's walking up to the door shooting, and she's like she shot out the window or whatever. She gets up to the door. Michael kicks the door, and somehow or another she ends up shooting herself with the deagle.
And spun
Hey,
around and
if that
she
ain't the
pulled the trigger.
dumbest.
Dude, it was everybody in the theater laughed. It was so stupid. Oh my gosh.
Isn't the
I
Deagle
remember
like the
that.
most powerful kicking pistol?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Desert Eagle's powerful.
So I guess I can understand them missing multiple shots, but it's like.
Yeah, but like you can't sit
But
there
she
and say,
claimed
"Oh,
to be able to
yeah,
use
that's what I'm
it,
saying.
so
Exactly. She was like, give me that. I know how to use it.
She took it from the guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the guy would have been a lot better with it.
what you're trying to
But, I
say
mean,
is that.
that's hard to say, but I don't know.
Well, we'll never know.
Right, they're both dead, so we'll never know. They both died outside of the movie.
So ridiculous.
Isn't
when you
Michael
die in a Michael
immortal,
Myers-
or is he just a guy?
At this point, well, I
Uh,
think this is like the end of the most recent like reboot that they've done. This new movie that's coming should be the last.
Because from
one,
what
but I
I've
doubt it.
heard has happened to him, because hasn't he been like shot, blown up, stabbed?
He had a whole
He's been-
town.
he's
He had a whole
been-
town trying to kill him, and he still killed the whole town.
Yeah, that's
Like
a little.
how?
That's the thing I've never liked about horror movies with like these kinds of slashers. It's like it just at some point it just gets ridiculous.
But the problem is they keep rebooting this series. Like,
at
this is the
least
second time.
Jason did die. I mean, they brought him back, but
It's like I
At least he
understand.
died.
I understand. Like for horror, you know, it has to be some suspension of disbelief. That's why like characters trip or they make stupid decisions. It's for the narrative, but it's like at some point you just gotta be like, that's just not realistic, man. Like, that just
I
doesn't
mean,
work.
Halloween 2018 wasn't realistic at all.
I can't wait
No.
for the new movie where after he kills somebody, he'll hit the gritty.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
What would
Could
you
you
do if you
imagine?
legitimately emoted after every kill?
He got trapped in a cellar in a house that was on fire,
fire,
that collapsed on
yeah.
top of him.
And he just
He
comes out
still-
and kills all the firefighters. Like what?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Just can't kill the man.
I think I actually watched some of Jason. I caught it on like at the end of it. It was like I think it was Jason Goes to New York or whatever. Something goofy.
What is that like?
Manhattan.
Yeah.
I think it was Manhattan.
Jason buys an NFT. I think that was the name of the movie, but it was there was a bunch of teens on the boat, right? They're on like the boat, and he's just walking around killing all of them. They're all like making the stupidest decisions, and I'm just like, bruh, this is
Yeah,
goofy.
no, I don't think people like that movie at all.
I don't think I'm pretty sure it's pretty much agreed that the first and second Jason are the only two good ones. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Jason.
There are some. Nah, there are some good ones.
My personal favorite is Jason.
The plot was like thrown out the window.
My personal favorite is Jason Dream Drop Distance, where he goes to Kingdom Hearts. Is there like 18 Jason movies?
There's got to be.
I know there's, off the top of my head, there's 1, 2, Goes to Manhattan, Goes to Hell 2, I think. Goes to Space with Jason X, I think, which I don't. That's like all I can list off the top of my head. And then there's my favorite one, Jason buys car insurance. The only like real horror movie I've ever actually seen is Cabin in the Woods, and that's more of like a campy, funny, haha, gory movie. Which I liked it. Towards the end, I was like, yeah, that's a bit much, but I liked it. Unfortunately, they can never make a sequel without like rebooting the whole franchise. Or did they make a sequel? I don't think they did. Feel free to chime in here, fellas.
There's
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's 10 Friday the 13th movies.
Oh my god.
A little more than 12.
Yeah.
Check.
But they can't make a sequel to Cabin in the Woods without a reboot due to the way that one ended.
Oh no, I was wrong. There's 13.
Oh, isn't that funny? Friday the 13th, 13 movies.
And then
Yeah,
the
there's
next movie they have
13.
to make is a crossover between.
This movie was Freddy versus Jason versus Ash,
Mhm.
2011.
Yeah, we need Freddy versus Jason versus Michael versus Chucky.
Dude,
Versus Grand Off the
It's-
Gate.
I-
Versus
the
Gandalf.
Friday the 13th for the Nightmare on Elm Street, bro. I can't. This is literally the goofiest stuff I've ever seen.
Mm.
I think that's
I
the
just-
point.
There's only a few
It
horror movies
had
that I
some
can
pretty
watch.
cool kills in it, but overall, comparatively, it's so goofy. I cannot. At least Jason and Michael have their aesthetic. I can't get behind Freddy. No way. So corny. I guess that was the point, but a turn off for me. I don't like it.
The one I can't get behind is Chucky.
And Chucky is
I
just
don't-
like the first one was okay, and then it's just like okay.
Well, it's
Now
just
he's
such a
got a
goofy
girlfriend.
premise.
Cool.
After the first movie, it went down very fast.
The one what was it? Gosh, can't brain today.
I'm actually having nightmares thinking about the movies again. That's how bad they are. It's just, oh my god.
Yeah, the first one was just like it's just so dumb. Like I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen those movies.
I've never
But-
seen Chucky, but from what I know about it and what I know about dolls and stuff, is that no one should die to a doll unless they're literally comatose.
See how many Chucky movies we got here.
Like, I understand,
Yes.
like, the doll's, like, made from possessed tree wood or something like that. I don't remember the
At least
lore, but-
Annabelle was scary.
Oh, and they had a reboot of Chucky too. Ew.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they had a
forgot
full
about
CGI animated series
I
called
actually
Slippin'
forgot about
Chucky.
that.
That's cursed.
What was that, like 2020?
Slippin' Chucky.
2019, yeah.
I didn't even hear about the
2019,
Chucky
yeah.
reboot. Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it.
they
It was
had-
big news, actually.
I never
They-
heard a
and
thing.
So the
It
first
was
movie
big news.
First movie came out in 1988. It was Child's Play, then Child's Play 2, Child's Play
Yep.
3, and then Bride of Chucky. That's the one I saw as
Bride
a
of
kid. That
Yucky,
one
more
kind of
like.
yeah, Bride of Chucky.
I think it was called Seed of Chucky, bro.
That was
That
the
movie
next
is
one.
Ew,
horrible.
That was
don't
the next
say
one,
That
yeah.
movie is.
That was
That's
the
the
next one.
movie title.
Yeah,
That's
then-
nasty.
Horrible.
and then Curse
Like-
of Chucky, and then Cult of Chucky came out in 2017, and then
Bro.
Child's Play came out again in 2019.
Oh.
I just don't get it. It's like, how? Because okay, I understand it's a supernaturally cursed doll, so it's obviously not gonna, adhere to real world doll standards. But it's like, at the same time, it cannot be that much more effective.
Yeah.
And it's like, why not just pick it up, drop it in some cement, boom, problem solved.
It's like literally anything.
It's like cursed in the sense of like I forget like the lore.
If he can transfer to other dolls, then I can understand how he always comes back. But
I forget the lore on it because like they like in the first movie they like threw it in a shredder and everything else, and he was still living. Like like man,
just
Jesus.
That's the thing about like horror movie stuff. It's just the fact that you could do everything short of dropping a literal nuke on a horror character and just shrug it off is so stupid.
Probably even that.
Yeah.
But then again, it would be a boring movie if you could just do that.
I understand, but it's like just set it up in a way where it it's like a natural progression to that scene.
Well, right. There's got to be like an ultimate ending. I understand like doing cliffhangers if you're gonna do like a sequel, but like don't let the sequel like for
don't sequel prioritize. Never prioritize making a sequel when you're making a movie. Always assume that it'll be a one-off.
But like if you look up the Halloween movies, like there's been so many. Why?
Mm-hmm.
It's just so dumb.
And then I think 2018 cut like all of them out except like the first 3, I believe.
Yeah, I remember the timeline got convoluted there.
Yeah, so everything past either 2 or 3 is in canon. And then obviously 2018 and then Halloween Kills is canon.
We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Oh wow. That's kind of funny. You said there were 13 Jason movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's if they do this right, there will end up being 13 Michael Myers movies.
Funny.
Maybe that's on purpose then.
Maybe
13 is the lucky number. I don't know.
But no, they had Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Then they had Halloween 20-year anniversary. Then they had Halloween Resurrection in 2002. Then they had Halloween in 2007. 2009 they had Halloween 2. Then in 2018 they had Halloween, and then in 2021 they had Halloween Kills. Like why?
And in 2022 they'll have
Halloween Ends.
They'll have Halloween 2.5
all those movies
remix.
he just listed off aren't canon.
But dude,
honestly good because half of them blowed.
There's 3. There's 3 movies that are just Halloween. That's so dumb.
Wait, I'm gonna look up when it stops.
I really wish. I
think it's 3.
I really wish for like these long-standing franchises, they would just have one movie that's named that's just has like the same naming conventions as a Kingdom Hearts game. That would be so, or a Final Fantasy game. That would be so funny to me. Imagine that. Just imagine rolling up to see Halloween 2.5 Dream Drop Distance 8.3 remake or something like that. Something goofy named, just a goofy name. I would love that. God. But back to the old Chuckley. Where it's like, at the very least, like I said, you could destroy him by just dropping him in cement. Because if he can't transfer to other stuff, then yeah, just literally dropping him in some cement, to where he's fully covered, waiting it for like keeping him down there until it hardens, and then burying that. Boom. He ain't getting out anytime soon. I don't know the lore of Chucky, and I never will because I don't care. But
it's just wacky.
I don't know anything about Annabelle either. I know like the story, like the actual original story, like what it's based on.
I didn't.
But
I might have watched a kill count on it, but I was too scared to watch Annabelle when it came out.
Yo, what the heck?
That reminds me. What was that? What was that movie that had the everyone down in the basement with that one person tied up to the chair? Oh God, what was the name of that movie?
Oh,
The Conjuring. Was it The Conjuring?
Yeah, The Conjuring.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the scene where that scene happens, and then they changed it with sicko mode.
Yo,
yeah.
That was so funny to me.
Dude, what the heck? There's apparently a Coca-Cola marshmallow edition.
What?
Yeah,
talking about?
it's a limited edition Coca-Cola that's coming to Speedway, and legit just has marshmallow on it.
Okay.
What?
Well, when they arrive,
Small
Mike, could you procure us 3 of them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, look at this.
I try that.
I just sent it to you.
It's called Brain Freeze.
No, the Coca-Cola is just called
Oh.
Coke Zero Sugar with marshmallow edition.
Wow,
Huh.
they couldn't even come with the jingle name or a catchy name.
Actually,
That's
speaking of
kinda
Coca-Cola,
cool.
did you guys know when they were doing like their contest in I think 19 something, I don't remember the actual year. They had like spring-loaded cans with like a little present that would pop out if you won.
Oh yeah,
And then they, in order to get the cans to be the same weight as like a regular can, they put in some kind of fart gas.
yeah, I
It
remember
it
that.
was like a kind of gas or like some kind of water that was supposed to offset the weight, but the way they chemically
Yeah.
made it gave it like a fart smell. So you would open up the Coke and just smell a waft of fart gas.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Something in a food theory. Oh, it's so funny to me.
That's crazy.
Made an actual.
Imagine wanting to drink a refreshing Coca-Cola and you get bombarded with
Participating
fart.
That's like a
product.
wartime invention.
Yeah, it's like mustard gas.
They're just on the battlefield. They take out a Coke and shake it up, open it up, and throw it.
One picture, oh, what's this?
Woof. Ah. Oh man,
That's funny.
it's really funny. Oh, I found out something sad today, at least for me.
What's that?
What?
So you guys know that I was trying to platinum Demon Souls, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like 7 trophies away, and all of them are just one more boss defeat, then get a certain ending, get all rings, all spells, and all miracles, and I think get a certain rare weapon. I found out because I was gonna go onto the trading subreddit and see if anyone would just drop me a bunch of soul items so I could boost up my character to get this crap done. But turns out you cannot drop souls in the Demon Souls remake,
Dang.
and I was so sad to hear that information. I was like, oh. So that means I
Oh,
either have to
feel
beat the game legitimately or figure out another way to get a bunch of souls. I'll figure out some way
not
to
have a
cheat. I
soul
always
farm?
do. I always come back.
Is there no soul farm?
There is, but the only one I've found that's really good is just not that great. It gives you only like 10 to 12k souls per run. So yeah, kind of sneaky.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's not a hard run, and it's kind of quick too, especially if you have magic, because you can just toss like 2 magic balls at the guy, and he'll just go, oh, and it'll kill like him and the 8 enemies in the room. But it's like, I don't want to. You can even do it with a bow and arrow, so it's just like, There's a couple of them, but like I said, all of them are either really stupid to set up or just not worth.
Yeah.
I have seen a glitch that allows you to basically do a thing where you can take the number value of another item and assign it to whatever you're trying to use, kind of like how we do in Dark Souls 1, except it looks like a really complicated setup to pull it off, and it doesn't look consistent. So I was like, Plus, I think you have to have a large amount of whatever you're trying to do, anyways. Oh well, I'll get to it eventually.
Ripperoni. Yeah, I mean,
Then
I'll get around to platinum Tsushima eventually.
Yeah. Then I'll have all Souls games except for Sekiro platinumed.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I'm going to even bother with Sekiro. I'm surprised that hasn't been a PS Plus game. I wish more of the Souls and FromSoft games would be PS Plus. But whatever.
On Elden Ring?
No, it's not on PS Plus.
Dang.
I wish it was.
Dang,
So that way Mike could actually play it.
I mean,
Looks at Mike evilly.
Would he though?
No.
Yeah.
He'll say he'll play it and then he won't. Right.
Probably
Yeah.
not as bad as Evan, who made you buy Among Us.
I have bought Among Us a total of 5 times.
He made you buy Among Us on Steam.
I
And
bought it on
just couldn't
Steam,
skip.
bought it on PlayStation, and then bought it on the Epic Game Store 3 separate times. One for me, one for Zach, and one for Junior. So we could get the Among Us stuff in Fortnite. But hey, at least I never bought Fall Guys.
Yeah,
True.
same.
All versions of Fall Guy are now free to play. I'm excited about singular Fall Guy. By the way, have you guys heard like the full lore on that?
Mm-mm.
Apparently, yeah.
No.
Apparently, it's confirmed that Fall Guys, like the little characters, they eat through their feet. That's real. I don't know if you've seen.
Ow.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen their anatomy, but the creators posted like a picture of their skeleton and all that, and it's freaky and and real. And then apparently, what we perceive as them cheering is actually them screaming, and
Jesus.
they cannot die. Every time they die, they get pulled from either heaven or hell to just recompete.
God,
God.
that's hell in itself.
And I'm like, why all this dark lore for a funny haha kids game?
Dude.
It's not necessary. And it would be one thing if people were just like, making this into a theory, but no, it's all confirmed by the people that made it. So it's all real.
Fall Guys watch one game theory of Lily's Garden is like, oh, this is what we need for our game.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how you make a indie horror game in the current times. Make something cute and funny, scary, and then give it some dark lore, and there you go. Involve children somehow. Looking at you.
Look what happened with FNAF.
I mean, FNAF started it. So. Which I actually do enjoy FNAF. I used to not. I used to actually hate FNAF, but then I actually got into it.
Oh,
after
everyone
Security
hates
Breach.
what's popular.
Well, I just didn't like it because I was scared of it. It did actually genuinely scare me at one point, but that's because I was... Zach, I used to be a coward. You know that.
Bruh.
Used to be. No.
No, I still kind of am.
No, yeah.
Like, I've yet to watch like an actual Let's Play of the older games. I've only watched a Let's Play of Security Breach, but that's because Security Breach isn't scary. At all.
Either is the first one.
I mean, yeah, they're really not, but it's like I don't know. I don't feel like getting jump scared, even though I know what they are and usually when those
scares don't count as scares.
Yeah, dude, a really cool one. I think my actual favorite horror game has to be Visage. Visage is so cool to me.
I really want to play The Quarry.
I don't. I've seen some gameplay on it. It looks so goofy.
That.
Wasn't it just like it's like Until Dawn, but it's just...
Yeah, and I don't like Until Dawn.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess if you don't like Until Dawn, then...
Also, the werewolf designs look so stupid. I don't know if you've seen any of them, Mike, but they are awful.
No. I haven't really looked at... I didn't want to look at spoilers. Actually, I kind of want to get the new Saints Row game that's coming.
New Saints Row? I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Comes out late August, I believe.
Dude, I'm hyped for Pro Skater.
Oh, for
PlayStation
game.
Plus. I'm so glad I held off on buying that.
You tried to get me to buy it, and I didn't because I figured at some point.
Yeah, you were right.
At some point.
So we're getting that. We're getting Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I did want to play, but then I found out it was a turn-based, and I was like, ew, no. And then Little Nightmares, which I would play, but I've already seen pretty much the entire game like a couple times, so I don't think I'm gonna bother. Plus, I have it on Steam.
Yeah. Nightmares was cool when it came out.
It's a cool game. Yeah, it's a very interesting game. I'm excited, dude. I'm hyped for Skate 4. I really want to play Skate 4 when it comes out.
It's just gonna be called Skate now.
Well, yeah, but as long as it's anything like 3, I'm good.
I really hope they don't go like the Fortnite route.
Oh, they will.
Like,
God.
it's gonna be so wacky,
they
bro.
will.
If they put a
They'll do
battle
the Skaters
pass
Pass
in the Skate game, I swear to God,
they will. It's because it makes money. Just don't buy it. That's all you gotta do. As long as I can make my character look like Walter White, I'm fine.
Bro.
But isn't that
Ice
gonna be,
skaters.
dude? That would be so funny to just skate around as Walter White. Jesse, we have to skate, Jesse. Mr. White, I'm doing
It'd
a
be
half
cool.
grind.
It'd be really cool if they keep to their word and keep it free to play though. That'd be really cool.
Even if they don't, I'm not gonna be too mad because I mean, if it's like I said, if it's anything like Skate 3, I'll still buy it because Skate 3 was fun, but I never got to play the multiplayer.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I played Skate 1 and 2. I actually played that on my old YouTube channel. I have the Let's Play on it.
Oh. I've only
But,
played 3.
I think I like just barely scraped 2. And most of my skate was on 1.
Oh, you know what might be
I would
kind of sad
love-
though for
What's
Pro
that?
Skater 1 and 2 is that I don't
Mhm.
think we get all the cool crossover unlockable characters like Darth Maul and Spider-Man because of licensing.
Mm.
I do
That's
think that
fine with me.
I do think that there are some new crossover characters or something. But
I
yeah.
forget which which Pro Skater Dirty Deeds was on, but that was where I first heard that song, the AC/DC song.
Oh, Dirty Deeds Done Cheap, or
Yeah, yeah.
that's a JoJo stand. But yeah.
I forget which Pro Skater that was on. I think it might have been on. Was there a 4th game?
I don't know.
I feel like there was a 4th game, and I don't know.
Nope.
Either way, it was on one of the later ones. Because I remember playing that on PS2 as a kid, and my dad was really big into AC/DC at the time. And I was like, "Oh, that dog!"
Do I have any songs from AC/DC on my Spotify? I don't think I do.
I have a few. Oh man,
I enjoy classic rock, but we're coming up to the
yeah,
ending of
it's
yeah, we're
Wow.
coming up to the end of our time limit. So that's gonna be it for this session.
Sure.
Thank you for joining, and if you enjoyed, hit that like, whatever, subscribe, whatever.
Subscribe.
I'm not gonna
Follow
beg.
Let's feed our 34 children.
what?
Once again, we have a Twitter that I will be more active on once we get a little further down the road. So if you want to get updates about this, or like I said, our in-between session thoughts on stuff, that'll be there. Anything else you guys want to add or plug?
Not really. I
Plug.
mean, you guys,
No.
whoever's watching this already pretty much knows like where we are anyway.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
So that'll be
See
it,
you guys.
everybody. See you next week.
Hey,
Yeah.
we'll
So-
talk about